Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. Today we are going to look at an opportunity provided by an Australian company, which is a supermarket, which is into establishment for almost more than 5 decades, 5+ decades right now. It's Drake Supermarkets. This company is providing an opportunity for someone who can join them as a casual helper. So the company has their own requirements, and this is a established company in Australia, and they have several branches across different cities in Australia. So if before we get into the details of this particular job posting, if you are new to the channel, if you are a new viewer to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell button next to it, so that you'll receive regular video updates on daily job postings. And now let's get to know what this company is all about. So Drake Supermarket got established in 1974, and it's currently has stores almost like 50 plus stores in across Australia, South Australia, Queensland, and the company has an annual turnover of $1 billion currently, and over an employee counts of 5,500 plus. And this company is looking for someone who can join them immediately for the position of casual helper. And here is the company details, and they are concerned about their customer community growth, people and suppliers, and they do provide certifications for their employees, and they are authorized to provide registered training organization. They are a enterprise registered training organization company where they can provide training for their employees with the certifications. So the certificates are for the retailers 3, retailers 4, and retail leadership and supply chain operations. So these are the certifications they are providing. So this is in order to increase the potential and ability of their employee, and they are facilitating their employees to grow with themselves. So once you join the organization, you can join with these certification courses, and then you can grow yourself within the company, and you can climb up your career ladder. So now let's get into the actual job posting. This is a job posting which they have given, and the company is looking for casual store assistant. So casual store assistants. So let's see what it actually requires. So there are a number of casual positions. You can register your interest for across all departments of supermarket, including bakery, checkouts, dairy, fruit and which means fruits and vegetables, night fill, and service delivery. So there are number of casual store assistant position, like the casual positions which are available, and this can be applied throughout the supermarket. Like you can apply with any specific department, so which includes the bakery section, your checkout section where the billing happens, in dairy, fruits and vegetable section, night fills, that is the stock filling, and then service delivery. You can like get placed anywhere in these departments, and it's all like a casual assistance job. And the company is looking for someone who love helping the customer. You are supposed to love your job, and you are supposed to love helping the customers of this supermarket. So you should help the customer, you should love to help them, and then you should have the motivation to be successful. So you should be much motivated to become a successful person. As we were seeing, the company also offers certifications for their own employees. You can very well find yourself a successful person with the career in this company. So enjoy fast-paced, challenging environment, so challenging work. So you are supposed to enjoy that fast-paced challenge. People might have gone to supermarket, you might have been into there, so you might have been experiencing the superstores all together, and the force which you have on those multi-story markets where you'll have tremendous people pouring in, and they have that josh of pushing each other. They'll have lot of inflow of people and continuous purchasing, billing sections queued up with people, and then the security checks happening now and then, parking lots full of vehicles, and that's how a supermarket would be. So you have to be adaptable for this fast paced, challenging work environment. So people whoever has witnessed the superstores and supermarkets and multi-story supermarkets and then multi-stores. So those kind of stores will actually have this kind of inflow of people and continually busy from right from start till their end of the day closures. So you should be adaptable for this specific environment, and you are happy to be flexible. So you have to be flexible. Being a casual assistant, you are supposed to be flexible enough and to understand things on times, and looking for dynamic career in retail. So okay, Drake Supermarket is a company for you, a family owned and operated private company in Australia's largest independently owned supermarket chain. So it's a biggest store which is independently operated and owned by a individual private entity, and the successful applicants will be expected to demonstrate passion and enthusiasm. So as soon as you are successful to become a successful candidate, you are supposed to demonstrate a passionate and enthusiasm, show committed to providing exceptional customer service, have excellent communication skill, be reliable and self-motivated, be able to work as part of a small and dedicated team, have high standard of personal hygiene and appearance, show commitment to work, health and safety standards. So you should have that passion and enthusiasm to become a successful candidate, and you are supposed to have that commitment to provide the exceptional customer service. These are all like customer oriented industry where it is directly proportionate, the growth is directly proportionate to the customer's experience. So on field experience is very important here, and you're supposed to make sure it is exceptional for the customer. So you should have excellent communication skill, specifically in English, and you should be reliable and self-motivated person, and you should be open with working with small and a dedicated team for each and every department. So you should be willing to join the team and work with them, work along with them. And then high standards of personal hygiene and appearance you have to make sure, because presentability matters a lot when it comes to direct sales, and this is where people comes and look at your presentation, and by looking at you they'll gauge the standards of the entire supermarket itself. So you are supposed to have that good standards of and high standards of personal hygiene and appearance, show commitment to work health and safety standards, which is in turn going to benefit all the employees. I've given the posting link on the below description box through a reference link. You can access them. You can access and go through this post yourself. So I've given that reference link on the below description box. You can cross check it. So once you go to this particular page, you can click this apply now button. So once you click it, you will be redirected to this particular page where you have to fill in the application by yourself. So this is the application form which you have to fill and submit in order for you to get shortlisted and for the company to consider your profile. So you have to fill in your first name and your family name, your email address. It should be a workable email because the employer would get back to you mostly through email. So you are supposed to give a proper valid email address, and then your contact number. So you can fill in your contact number with the country code. So you can select your country code, and then you have to mention your contact number and any other alternate number again with the country code. Just select your country code. So there are a number of country codes given here. You're supposed to select your country code first and then mention your contact number. So again, to mention the contact number should be a proper contact number. You shouldn't be making any typos here. It should be a proper contact number because the company would try to reach you through these contact numbers and email. So make sure they are all correct. And your postal address, of course. So select the country and your postal address. So you have to mention your postal address here. And once that is done, you have to upload your updated resume here. So it should be an updated resume, and remember to have a cover letter in it. As we were discussing about many job postings, I've been specifically mentioning about the cover letter, which immediately grasps the attention of the employee. So you are supposed to attach a proper cover letter with the resume, and that's what is being mentioned here. Either attach or copy paste the link to combine cover letter and resume. So you can attach it from the cloud or copy paste or type it here, and you can choose the file. You can do whatever, you just select and do whatever you want. And if you have profile already, so you can link it to directly to your LinkedIn profile or FB profile, so or Pinterest, anywhere you can directly link it as well. So LinkedIn, as we were mentioning, that is again one of the professional requirement for anyone looking for jobs abroad. So you are supposed to have a proper LinkedIn profile filled with the updated details and your career, education details and your achievements, skills. Things has to be updated till date. Even if you have completed something day before yesterday, that has to be captured on your profile. So that will actually make your profile more valuable in the job market. So now you have to indicate your availability. That could be weekly availability, fortnightly, or every 4 weeks availability. 4 weeks as in the entire month availability. So you can select, and you have to click like which time, from which time to which time you will be available. Okay, so it's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you have to select which day you will be available and to till what hour you will be available. So right from morning till evening you have to mention. You can select or, which means like everything would be selected, and reverse all, which will unselect everything. Again you can create like clear everything with clear all button. So that depends on your availability. You have to mention like which part of the day you will be available and throughout the week, or what time you will be available in a week. So things has to be captured in a day again. So that could be weekly, fortnightly, and every 4 weeks. So you have to mention like what time you will be available. And then the language proficiency. So English is mandatory, as we were mentioning. English is something which you will be using as a primary language, and besides that, if you know any other language, you can still select them. You have most of the languages across the globe. Indian languages are there, then other languages of African countries, and then Asian countries are there. So you could see more number of languages being given. So you can select whichever language you are well versed with. So these are the Indian languages here. So it's arranged in the alphabetical order. So you can select your language. So whichever language you know, you can just click on them. So once you click, you will be able to see. You can easily select them. So once you click them, you will be able to select them. So you have to select those language which you are well versed with, and then. So about your experience, work experience, you have to fill here. I am new to workforce. So if you are a fresher, you can very well select it. Okay, you are new to the workforce. If you are a fresher, so you can select it. If you are a tenured person, you do have previous experience, you can feel free to fill it. Like whichever country you have experience, you can fill it here. The employer detail, the job title you had, the industry into which it was, and then from to which date, still with the reference. If you have someone to refer on your previous employer, you can refer them as well. And if you do have other additional work, you can add them. So additional employer details, like people might have more experience, so you can select the add employer tab and you can add them. So the freshers no need to fill it. You can directly select I am new to workforce and go with the educational details alone. You can fill in your education details, and if you have more qualifications to be added, you can of course add your education history by clicking education history. You can add it, and this is an important part here where you have to fill in this questionnaire. This is very important. So please be relaxed. Every application is received by Drake Supermarket, however you answer. So make sure you give a genuine answer. Don't try to fudge anything, because things has to be taken through different set of process before you are shortlisted by the company. So make sure you give a proper answer, and that should be a legitimate answer, because they'll go take it through background verification, and things wouldn't be proper if that is proved to be a false information. So make sure you give them clear information. So these are the questionnaires. So are you legally entitled to live and work in Australia, and are you registered with job network provider? have you ever worked with this organization or on subsidiaries? So currently, do you have a tax file number? Are you willing to undertake police clearance check? And then, have you ever been convicted of criminal offense? Have you ever been dismissed from employment for any related misconduct or unlawful deed? Are you there any other matter? Are there any other matter which is related to your previous employee or employer? You have to mention. So, will you be willing to available to undergo pre-employment medical and drug test? Do you have any medical, psychological condition or injuries? Have you ever had a claim for workers' compensation? So it's the working atmosphere is a smoke-free zone. So you have to mention if there is any existing condition which makes you to take frequent breaks. So do you have difficulty in traveling, and do you have any certification related to the retail industry? Are you willing to available from during the peak trading times? And do you currently attend any school? Do you attend any university? Or are you available to work from Monday to Friday between 7 to 5? Are you available to work 3 nights a week? Are you available to work weekends? And will your referee confirm that you are the person that has strong customer focus? So these are the confirmations by your referees. So whether they'll confirm you are trustworthy, they are reliable person, like management skills, about your problem solving skills, and will you be willing to work on bakery department and learn how to bake the products such as rolls, cakes, donuts. And as we were mentioning about this, the company look for someone to learn and grow along with them. So that's why they've asked for these questionnaires. And are you willing to work in dairy or freezer department and learn how to restock them, and work in front end and learn operating cash registers, about the EFTPO systems, and then willing to work in fruit and vegetable and learn how to cut and wrap the merchandise, fruits and vegetable products. So grocery. So which department you are interested in joining and learning has to be mentioned here. And again, service delivery department, how to cut, slice cold meats, and then attach a resume. Have you remembered to include the name, title, telephone number? This is just a refresher here in order for you to remind about your resume and things you have filled. So you have to make sure you have updated all these things like names, title, telephone number, landline is preferred, and 2 or more work referees. If you are a student with no work history, 2 or more school referees. The referees are to give a feedback about you to the company. So that's why they ask for the referees. So they want someone to acknowledge your performance and ability, about your character, about your performance things. So if you are currently tenured or an experienced person, you can provide referees from your previous employer. So if you are a fresher, you can provide it from your education institution. So a referee or someone with whom they will cross check about your ability and about your background things. So only they are the people who are going to project you as a person who is suitable for this particular position, and to shortlist you, that will be a primary criterion as well. So make sure you give a proper referee. And then do you remember to tell your referees that we may contact them? So as we were mentioning about this on the previous topic, yeah, that's how the company has mentioned this here. And hereby confirm that all my response. So you are acknowledging it, all these informations provided here are appropriate and true to your knowledge. And if they found anything to be false, anything has fudged here, so they'll make sure you are getting terminated. So your application would be terminated, or in any future if you are employed without being scrutinizing your profile, at the time as soon as they come to know that you have falsified the information here, you'll be terminated from the service. So you should acknowledge it. So once you are done with it, you can go with submitting this application. So that's it, your profile is all set, and you have completed the application process. You'll wait for the employer to go through your profile and get back to you on this. So once you hear back, you can very well take up the job and continue to serve them as how they expect. And this is a good opportunity for anyone to apply. So you can try it out and let me know how it turns up. So if you have any questions or queries about this job posting, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll be assisting you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to share it with your friends and someone who is in really need. So because times have changed and people are getting more and more affected economically because of their job laws and business laws and several hindrances happening because of this COVID. So this could really help them during the hard times. So please refer to them. Do support the channel, subscribe to the channel, click the bell button next to it so that you'll receive regular video updates. We'll see you soon with another new job posting. Till then, take care guys. Bye bye.